You know what the coolest thing is that for even Fujifilm cameras, there are these really dope manual lenses, and this one's called Meike. This is a fisheye lens, a 6 to 11 millimeter, which is super wide. I think the widest I've ever used was a 12 millimeter. So 6 to 11, geez, I can't imagine. I'll probably sit here and see my entire desk. And then it's a f3.5, and it's just, that's like the lowest it'll go. But it doesn't really matter that much. You don't really need it to go any lower, because with fisheye, you're not really looking for bokeh. And I won't even think it looks nice with bokeh. But 3.5 is good enough. The thing is that this is a manual focus lens. There are lenses like that, and the benefit to that is that it gets pretty cheap when it's manual focus. To get this out of the way, this is about a $300 lens. I really want to test it out on my Fuji X Pro 3 and really just kind of take it out and use it and see how wide it is, what it's good for, and can I really do some street photography with it. I usually am like a full-on autofocus type of person, and I like to do street photography and just use autofocus. So then when I need the shot, I have it, it's there. And I can trust my camera because nowadays all cameras are so good with autofocus. With this, a manual focus lens, it's gonna be a little bit harder, but it won't be impossible. Look at this glass, let's see if I can get focus right there. You see how it goes out? That means you won't be able to, look, I didn't even know it can do this. Usually focus lenses can't take that off just because it protects it. But this right here can be very dangerous, right? Because if you hit anything on this glass, it's game over. So I'm actually gonna leave this part on. If it stays on, there it is. Okay, and of course the lens cap is big just to accommodate for that. Cool, that fits perfectly right there. And then in the back, you gotta really go right there. So it's cool that it does have this right here that says far and near. So right here would be where you adjust the focal length, so 6 to 11 right here. And then down here would be how you adjust the focus right here. And then last but not least, you got the aperture ring, famous on Fuji camera right there. So I'm gonna probably leave it at 3.5 to start, just get more light in there. But yeah, super cool lens. This is the 50 millimeter, looks great. I'm gonna see how this looks like on my camera. Hopefully it's not too wide. Well, that spun a lot more than I thought. Come on. It's super wide, and yes, there's this lens cap on here, but the fact that it's super wide, the lens cap is actually blocking some part of the view. That's kind of wild. Holy moly. It's not blocking any sort of the view. I wonder if I can do something super creative with this, because this is super interesting. Wow, that is weird, because you can see the circle. And yeah, I don't know how I really feel about that. You're probably gonna do some really cool creative shots with it. The only problem is that you do have to take off this lens hood, or else you're gonna see the edges of the lens hood like this. Okay, so makes it a little bit different. Anyways, let's just go out and take this lens for some shoots. So let's get out of here. The lens is really unique. It is only for $300, so that's not really that bad. I think if you're really interested in fisheye lenses, this one is probably a good starting point. So I left the link in the description below if you guys are interested in it. I personally will have this lens there if I ever feel like shooting super wide. But other than that, this is the fisheye lens right here. Catch you guys in the next video. Later.